Hi, my name is Heins. Serving as Director of Fitness Education for Onnit, the major focus has been to provide value through longevity and performance. That means not only enhancing performance, but helping you sustain the ability to do it at the highest level, highest quality over the long haul. Today, we're going to look at hip mobility drills to prepare you for your athletic endeavors. The hips are the center for power generation. And if they're locked up and tight, you're missing out on your ability to express it to its fullest extent. These drills are going to help you access greater range of motion and mobility in order to be able to run better, jump better, duck, dodge, and weave all your way through whatever sport you're playing. Number one is the kneeling hip flexor. Now, the key to this is the position of your pelvis. More often than not, when we're stretching out, a lot of folks will hyperextend through their back where they still have a fold in the hip and we're not actually opening that up. So take your hands on your hip bones, tilt back into what you would normally do, then tuck under so you feel what that's like. One more time, back, tuck under. Now hold that tuck. From there, drive the hands down, and now you're going to move forward as you sink at that 45-degree angle. Knee driving over toes and making sure that the hip isn't opening. We're keeping hips square in this position. Inhale up and then exhale back down, all the while holding pelvic position. You may find you don't go nearly as far as you used to think you had range for. Number two is your standing knee circle. For the standing knee circle, drive through your left foot so that you're creating a base of stability all the way up through the crown of your head. This is going to make it easier for you to balance. You're going to bring your knee up off of the ground, and then you're going to extend out. If your hamstrings are tight, you may start to feel this a little bit. We're going to turn the heel in, and what we're working on doing is drawing a circle with our foot, but the knee stays in place in space. You can put your finger on the top of the knee in order to help you visualize this. Go the other way. You're going to very quickly start to feel that hip cramping up. What it's doing is developing strength through rotation as you're doing this. And as you get here, don't forget, you're working on getting full extension out the front before you come around. Don't just make it here. If you do here, you're just getting tension and you're not actually creating rotation, which is what we want for greater power. Number three is our split stance hip coil. You're going to take your right foot back and keeping them still in line with your hips, you're not going into a full lunge, you're going into an athletic position. From here, we're going to take hands, bring them to your sternum, and then we're going to rotate from your hips through your torso into your left hip. You want to watch that you're not pushing the hip out to the side. We're turning and coiling as if you're inside a cylinder. Draw those elbows and try and line yourself up with the leg. As you come out of it, drive through that front leg and your back leg at the same time, uncoiling like a spring, and that will access your hips opening up. Come back in, exhale, inhale up, exhale down, and up. If you want to make it a little more explosive, you can inhale down, exhale up. For a more advanced loaded version with a kettlebell, check out the video right here. Number four is the ankle spring primer. Now, our Achilles tendon is one of the primary pieces for a lot of jumping that we do. We want it to be springy. And so we do a little primer here where you can have a platform. It doesn't have to be super high, just enough for you to be able to drop your heel. You can have a dowel or a stick or the side of a wall to be able to balance. And coming up, you can still use your other foot as a light touch just to help you modify or moderate the load that you put under. We're going to go 3 bounces, drop and pop. So from here, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, drop and pop. 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 You're not going to do these for a lot of repetitions. It's not about stretching out the Achilles. It's about priming the springiness in it, getting it ready to do whatever kind of athletic output you're going to create. Sometimes you don't feel focused and alert in the gym, and your workout can suffer as a result. Alpha Brain contains research-backed ingredients that support mental focus and can help you think more clearly under stress. It is the ultimate way to get into the zone before you hit the gym. Use the coupon code GETONNIT to get 10% off Alpha Brain on onnit.com. Now, let's get back to the video. All right, you're still here, you've hung out. I've got a little something extra for you. A little bonus, you earned it. Now, this is the Tai Chi Knee Twist, and it is going to help with the connection between your hip, your knee, and your ankle, and unwrap the coiling rotational tissues that often get really tight and can restrict our movement. Here's how we do it. You're gonna take your feet and you're gonna go out a little wider than shoulder width apart. If I go down to my left, I'm gonna go into a lateral split squat. I'm gonna turn my hips to the right and that straight leg. Then I'm going to move into that straight leg until my bent leg is straight. Then I'm going to turn my hips and then I'm going to move. What often happens is people start moving before they fully turned and you get lost. So just move, no rush. Turn, no rush. And move, no rush. You're gonna feel really good doing this. And then from there, you can always reverse the direction. That also increases the amount of opening, coiling in the opposite direction, increasing that range of motion and the connectivity from hip to knee to ankle. And if having your feet out too wide goes, oh my gosh, this feels super uncomfortable, or you're starting to feel discomfort or pain, no problem. You don't have to go that wide. Just bring your feet in a little bit closer. Make the squat, the lateral split squat, a little shallower and move within the range that you have. Do it by degrees, shave away the tension, and you'll eventually start to expand what you have access to. All right, putting this all together, take those 4 movements and run them as a circuit. You'll do your kneeling hip flexor, 12 reps per leg. You'll do your standing knee circles, 5 repetitions in each direction per leg. You'll do your split stance hip coil times 12 reps per leg, and then your ankle spring primer will be times 5 reps per ankle. You're gonna do that in 2 to 3 sets, and that will have you ready to rock and roll for whatever you've got coming up. For your Tai Chi Knee Twist, you can do that afterwards. Do it for time, do 1 minute nice and smooth in one direction, and then 1 minute reverse the other direction, and you will feel like money. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below. Let us know what other mobility drills or warm-up routines you want us to cover. As always, thanks for joining us, and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the link below using the coupon code GETONNIT for 10% off Alpha Brain.